Jennifer Lopez has had a pretty interesting year so far, filled with ups and downs, and just when you thought it couldn't get more worse. 3 weeks ago, I did a video about Ben Affleck kicking Jennifer Lopez to the curb. He said it was over. I don't want to be with you anymore. I want out of this marriage. Not only did he leave the marital home, but honey, he left town. He left town and he's now living in Los Angeles where he's paying rent $100,000 per month, renting a mansion that's just 2 blocks away from the ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. Okay. Now they have 3 kids together. And I'm sure his decision to stay close to them influenced his choice of residency, which is why he's 2 blocks away from the ex-wife. Now, Ben likes to spin the block, and Jennifer Lopez is not the only woman he's chose to spin the block with. There was another young lady he was with. I think she was like maybe 10 years younger than him, and the relationship only lasted for a year, but he decided to spin the block with her. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to spin the block with Jennifer Garner. But the gag is, I think she's in a serious relationship. I'm just saying. So Ben has pretty much made the decision that he wants out of that marriage. And honey, Jennifer can't seem to take, I don't want this marriage anymore for an answer. Jennifer is clinging, and she is clinging tight. Okay, she wants to hold on to this marriage. Even though it's hanging on by a piece of thread, she is holding on with the hope that they would reconcile. Jennifer is in this desperate struggle. She's trying to keep this marriage afloat. Now, she is not about to let the world watch another marriage fizzle out. She will be damned. Even with Ben moving out of the home, she's still wearing that ring. And she's going to keep wearing it. She's making it loud and clear she is not giving up. Wearing that ring is her way of shouting to the world that she's still in. I'm still in. And I'm holding on to hope with both hands. She is trying to save this marriage with a man that has already checked out. You can't save a marriage with a man who no longer wants to be in the marriage. Now, a friend of the couple told Daily Mail that Jennifer is willing to give up everything to save her marriage. She's even willing to sacrifice her career, although it's already failing. Mind you, she's willing to sacrifice anything for Ben. But Ben hasn't even been showing up to marriage counseling. It's like Jennifer is doing more and more, and Ben is doing less and less. She's doing so much, but she failed to do the one thing that was required of her. And it wasn't anything big. The smallest thing that Ben asked of her, she couldn't do it. Now she's working overtime to try to compensate for that. Now, they were out in Santa Monica last week, and their interaction was nothing more than just friendly, because that side kiss he gave her on the cheek speak volumes. Ben is done with her. So their $60 million dream home is now up for sale. Jennifer also planned a summer tour titled This Is Me, which she recently had to cancel. And in a statement by Live Nation, they explained that Jennifer decided to take time off to be with her children, family, and her close friends. Mind you, her kids are damn near grown. I don't know if the stress from Ben leaving her or if ticket sales is the result of her canceling the tour. But to add insult to injury, okay, Jennifer did a documentary, okay, using $20 million of her own damn money, okay, and it's called The Greatest Love Story Never Told, and also an album that's titled This Is Me Now, which was inspired by her rekindled love with Ben Affleck, which has now gone down the damn drain. She dedicated this documentary and her album to Ben Affleck, only to be dumped and looking stupid. Not my words, but the words from the fans saying that she's really looking stupid out here in these streets because you dedicated an entire album. You spent $20 million for this documentary and this album to discuss the love of your life with Ben Affleck. Now it is down the drain. But in this project, the documentary and the album, she discusses her highs and lows of her romantic life, her multiple marriages, and her addiction to being loved. She said it in her documentary. She opened up about her struggle with addiction to love. She discussed how she always looked for that external validation and that affection to fill these emotional voids. So she said that her journey towards self-love involved recognizing the pattern and learning to find fulfillment within herself rather than relying solely on others. But it's the fact that she said she had an addiction to love. Now, when you have an addiction, like you have a dependency, I feel like your life is dependent on it. That's how addictions are. And the fact that she was addicted to love and probably still is, it's heartbreaking for me. And I feel bad for her because I know the one thing she wanted was love. Now, what caused this divorce after just 2 years of marital bliss? It got so bad that Ben threw in the towel. Well, it was that damn documentary and that album. When Ben and Jennifer first got together, Ben made it clear he does not want his relationship publicized. Okay, he does not want the relationship on public display. He would like to keep things private because that is exactly how the first marriage ended, or the first marriage never took place. The wedding was called off 3 days before they were set to say I do. So this heifer shares private love letters and emails that Ben Affleck had written to her over the years. So in the documentary, he had gifted her with a book, and inside the book was the love letters and the emails that he had given her over the years. He put it in a book. Now, these are very private, intimate, raunchy things in this book. How he felt about her, how he want to, get it in. All this personal things that should only be for her eyes only. But no, Jenny from the block decided that she wanted to share it with the world. She left the book sitting on the table so that whoever walks by can read it. And that's exactly what happened. There was too many eyes on the book. Production saw it. The cast saw it. Anyone who wanted to see it could. Now, these are private things about their love. And she just didn't give a damn. He told her that was for her eyes only. She didn't care. She shared it with everyone. And I believe at that point, Ben was done. Not only was he done with her sharing intimate moments in their relationship, but he was done with her chasing fame. Jennifer is out here chasing fame as if she has something to prove. She doesn't. You already that girl or that woman. You don't need to chase fame anymore. But she is so thirsty and desperate for it. And also, In Touch magazine said they were told from a reliable source that Jennifer Lopez was very controlling. She wanted to control everything but could not compromise. She could not compromise the one thing that Ben asked for, and that was privacy in their relationship. He was already not thrilled with her spending $20 million on a documentary about their love story, which should be private, by the way. He wasn't thrilled by that. And as you can imagine, him coming on set to greet his wife and see the book that he had gifted her laying on the table for anyone to walk by and pick up and read. which is exactly what happened. Everyone who wanted to see that book did, and they read it. Not to mention, some of the people may have took pictures of the letters and emails and sold it to the tabloids. You just never know. And then he is being the butt of the jokes. The cast and crew is laughing. Ben has no idea that they're laughing about him because of the letters that she decided to share. Jennifer, you knew that Ben valued privacy over anything. He was willing to compromise other things, but privacy was non-negotiable. And it's unfortunate that once you break trust, the relationship is broken. It's over. Because once the trust is broken, there's nothing left. Now, Ben's need for privacy clashed with Jennifer's needs to always be in the spotlight, to always be seen. Now, a source tells In Touch magazine that Ben hates being in the public eye so much, and that he's pissed that it's constantly scrutiny 24/7 because of the attention that Jennifer brings to the marriage. And at this point, I don't think there's nothing Jennifer could do to make Ben come back, because when a man leaves you, oh honey, he's gone. And there's no coming back. There's nothing you can do about it. Because in his eyes, you have given Ben the impression that fame takes precedence over the relationship with him. You knew beforehand how privacy was valued. You knew that because that's why the relationship ended 20 years ago. In your documentary, you said you've grown and you learned from your mistakes. I don't think that's the case, Jennifer. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when he gave her that book, he gave it to her on their first Christmas back together. Now, he labeled the book The Greatest Love Story Never Told. Now, that's a clue right there. This is a love story between you and Ben that should have never been shared. Okay, so in this book, these are letters and emails that they both have written to each other from 20 years ago up until the present. So I'm sure these letters are steamy and raunchy. I can't even imagine what was in those letters and emails. And the fact that she just shared it and was very nonchalant about it. So when in the documentary, he was saying to her, did you really share all my book with all these people? And she said, yeah, all nonchalant, like it was no big deal. When I tell y'all, everybody read the book. Everybody read the book. The maintenance guy, the coffee girl, the UPS guy, the FedEx guy, production, the cast, whoever wanted to read that damn book did. And she proudly boasted about it in the documentary. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this either. The cast and crew and anyone else who read the book, they were laughing at him, and they even gave him a nickname, and they referred to him as Ben Affleck. If you guys haven't seen the documentary, it's on Amazon. It was pretty good. You'll see Ben Affleck and they're looking uncomfortable. So y'all, that is the end of this video. What do you guys think led to Ben finally giving up after only 2 years? Only 2 years, and he's done. He's ready to leave this marriage behind him. So y'all, leave your thoughts in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later. Bye.